So we'll start with wholeness invocation and the prayer for wholeness chanting, and then we'll move ahead. So be aware of your heart. Put your hands in the prayer mudra touching your heart. The wholeness invocation. To the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, thank you for divine peace. Thank you for divine love, mercy, and grace. I humbly invoke for divine guidance, help, healing, and protection. Thank you, thank you, thank you for blessing me with a healthy and fit body, clear heart and mind, wholesome and correct speech, faithful and grateful soul, on all levels, in all directions, with humility, love, and respect and full faith. So be it. We'll chant the prayer for wholeness. Make sure that your feet are touching the floor. Visualize the golden roots of light going deep into Mother Earth, deep down and wide. Mentally or verbally affirm, I'm strongly connected and rooted to Mother Earth. Keep your spine straight and just feel the connection with Mother Earth. Also feel that we're all sitting in a circle with the golden light connecting our head centers, our heart centers, our navel centers. You can choose to put your right hand on top of your heart, left hand on top of right hand, or you can put the hands in blessing position, or you can put both the hands facing upwards on your lap, whatever is convenient. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person and every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah. Shalom. Hasheo. In full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person, every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah. Shalom. Asheo. In full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person and every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah. Shalom. Asheo. In full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person and every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah. Shalom. Asheo. In full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person and every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah. Shalom. Asheo. In full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person, every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah. Shalom. Asheo. In full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person, every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah, Shalom, Asheo, in full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person, every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah, Shalom, Asheo, in full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person, every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah, Shalom, Asheo, in full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person, every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah, Shalom, Asheo, in full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person and every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah, Shalom, Asheo, in full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person, every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah, Shalom, Asheo, in full faith. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. May I show compassionate activity towards every person and every being without exception, in the higher, middle, and lower worlds, in all 10 directions. Hallelujah. Shalom. Asheo. In full faith. Open your arms to receive, slightly tilt the head forward. May I be a humble servant for the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother, with this whole body, heart, mind, speech, and soul. Gently put your hands in blessing position. May I show compassionate activity towards every person and every being without exception. In the higher, middle, and lower worlds, and in all 10 directions. Put your hands together on the Ajna Chakra. Hallelujah. On your heart. Shalom. Stretch them forward. Asheo. Back on your heart. In full faith. Let's chant Om thrice. Om. 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 Allow the vibrations generated through this prayer to flow through your system and feel that they are radiating all throughout the planet Earth. Visualize that every person, every being is smiling at one another. Every person, every being is showing kindness, compassion, cooperation to one another. Feel that as one humanity, we are all vibrating in wholeness. As one humanity, we are living a life. Everyone, every person, every being is living a life of wholeness, of service to the Most High. Say, may Mother Earth be blessed. May Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. May Mother Earth be respected, appreciated, protected. Blessings be to Mother Earth. May all that is in excess in my system be released as a blessing to Mother Earth. May all that I'm holding on to be released as a blessing to Mother Earth. May all that I'm not able to let go be humbly released as a blessing to Mother Earth. I willingly release and let go of any and all energies related to any and all tendencies of not letting go. So whatever restricts me from moving forward, whatever limits me from progressing, from growing, from evolving, I humbly, willingly choose to release and let go. Let's chant Om thrice to further facilitate this release. Om. Let's maintain this connection and let's go in silence for a while. Try to maintain silence along with stillness. And today, observe yourself, not just the breath, but just observe yourself as you are observing stillness and silence. Keep your spine straight, please. Gently come back. Return to your body now. Be aware of your room where you are. Be aware of the place you're sitting. Gently move your fingers. Rub your hands or tap a little bit gently on your hands or legs. Say, I'm strongly connected and rooted to Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Earth, for your priceless blessings. Once you really feel you're back, fully back in the body, you can gently open your eyes. Take your journal and whatever comes up, just write something. It does not need to be necessarily what you experience, but just take a pen and paper and just write whatever comes up. Please write in the journal, not in the chat. Yeah. And always do mention the date when you're writing. How's your experience? I could feel for some it was too long to stay today. As a summer waiting. When. Same goes with writing. I could feel for some it is like, how long are we supposed to do what we are doing? I had to stop and I had to journal, yeah. Anyways, how are you feeling, by the way? Anyone who could not go in silence at all, like entire time, the prayer was very deep today. As if the entire time something was chattering. Anyone who could not go silence at all? Neeta? Yeah. So if that was the case, were you able to observe also? Yeah. So how many of us felt that when you were observing yourself, you could feel the movement inside? Sadly, I was a bit impatient as silence was too long for me. No, that's not sad. That's good. You are observing your impatience. It's good. Everything is good. I couldn't, multiple thoughts were coming through. But that's what we said, right? Like silence means whatever comes up, just don't get involved with it. So thoughts coming are okay. Just observe and let them go. Like not get involved and it's good enough. How many of you could feel the movement inside? Like there was movement. Yeah. How many of you could feel a lot of release happening? Yeah. How many of you could feel your heartbeat? How many of you felt as if something was new or different when you were observing your heartbeat? Like was it feeling like, oh yeah, I knew it, heard it so many times? Or was it a new experience? What if I have nothing to write? Oh, that's fine if you don't have anything to write. It was racing. Anyone who felt that the way when you were observing yourself, you could feel that the heart is beating faster, but when you are little zooming out, you are feeling very peaceful and calm. Anyone experienced that? I noticed, and it was very amazing because when I was observing, I felt, I mean, as if my heart is pumping, as if, like, God knows, I was running a marathon or something like that. But I was not feeling it as if when I'm going too close inside, right, Anita ji? That it felt that it is working harder. But when I am slightly making my consciousness out, still inside but little out, it feels calm. Like it's not racing, but how come I'm feeling racing? Tingling in the body, felt heartbeats initially, but lost them later. It's amazing, right? It's amazing. It's amazing to connect with oneself. So we started with silence when the first time when we were observing everything outside. Then we included silence along with stillness. Then we included silence along with stillness, but focusing on the breath. And I think we did that twice. And then silence, stillness, but this time we were observing ourselves. So in our observation, emotions may arise, thoughts may arise. It is fine. See, the observation means that I am not getting involved. That's it. So I am not seeking that no, silence, nothing will come. I am in silence. That means I am not putting any kind of effort. I am dropping effort and I'm going in stillness. And then when I'm observing myself, whatever comes up, the only thing that I should be aware of that I do not get involved. So how the thought comes and then we just go on thinking and go deep, or when we are meditating the thought comes and then we just go ahead and thinking no, I don't need to think. So observation means I am doing absolutely nothing but just being there and observing. And when we do this process is big time, cleansing, purifying, and expansion at the same time. Today, Jaydeep is there with us. I hope we had a good time. Feeling a light ache in the throat when chanting along. Isn't it a message within the silences? There are always messages, like every time there are so many messages. But just because we are just so busy, so the more we go in silence, you will notice sometimes something, let's say the divine wants to say, maybe your house wants to say. Sometimes maybe your loved one is conveying something to you, but maybe the person is not expressing. When you go in silence and you are not getting involved, you may just know it. And a lot of times you will realize that we are holding on to a lot, a lot. Like I was being very aware of collectively when we were chanting of the spine, that we don't let go. How do we not get involved? By doing the same that we are doing. You just need to practice. So what happens is as humans, uh, I think it's not our fault, let's say, but it is our fault. You know how we go in school and then what we learn is to find tricks so that we can take the exam uh, fast. There is a competition of being fast. But in that, what happens is that we just we just get entangled and involved. So slowing down or going in silence is a task. On the other hand, it should be the easiest thing to do. Like just so easiest thing. So how to do it, how to go in a state of not getting involved by please practicing this any point of time. This is not any projection from outside. It is not something that is stimulating anything. You're not focusing on any chakra, you're not chanting any mantra. So there is nothing that can bombard your system. It can only relax and let you release what all is there that is not helping. So any point of time, when you feel tired, just sit, but please make sure that your spine is straight. Why the spine is straight? Because we are upward connected. So the moment we go in silence, our receptivity is more. So by default, the divine energy flows better. But if the spine is not straight, it may create blockages or pain because there will be restriction because energy is coming in, but then it is not flowing. But when you feel the connection with earth and you are straight, when the energy goes, it really provides you a very wholesome kind of purification and healing. It's a self-healing mechanism. And in addition to it, the more you are able to go in silence and stillness. And again, silence and stillness means silence is not exclusive, it is inclusive. So your senses will heighten. What you do not hear generally, you will listen. So small, small sounds that are not easily, like you notice, you will be able to notice. So when you do that, your senses, your sense organs will heighten. So we are not, silence does not mean that I'm cutting off. It just means that I am not putting any effort. I am not getting involved. That is it. And then once you go in deep silence, automatically, slowly and gradually, your consciousness will raise. So first you will be just aware of every single thing. And then as your consciousness starts raising high, those sounds will faint. So even if you are in a chaos, you will not listen it without effort because your consciousness is higher. It was thoughtlessness for me during silence, but I feel that was also a thought. See, this is so interesting, right? Like this kind of observation, the kind of messages now you guys share is just so beautiful. It is not generally how we have started when initially there were so many different kind of questions that would come. So I hope today was day 23rd, right? 23rd? Today's day 23, right? I'm just checking. Yes, 23 days. One person asking, is it okay to do the meditation in the evening again, even though we have done the 2.5 in the day? Which meditation? This one? This one, what we did? The one that we did, you can do it anytime, more times. Because you're not, like you're not, your system is not being bombarded with anything. It is just giving your system the time to just be. So you will notice that your system will be grateful to you. Like, thank you for giving me some peace. I need to ask if we need to do cord cutting after these sessions. Cord cutting, who did you connect with? Oh, you mean us? Scan if there are any cords, any cord that is connected to us. Just scan. I'm not talking about connection, the cords. You won't find any. So, interestingly, good that you mentioned. Whenever we say cord, by default, the understanding is unwholesome cords, which are draining, causing harm, right? And those are the only cords that we can cut. Can we cut the cords with, let's say, our parents or our spouse, even though if there are unwholesome uh, relationship, we cannot. Karmic cords, we cannot cut. The cords that are based on love, we cannot cut. The only cords that we can cut are unwholesome, unauthorized, illegal cords. That means somebody's negatively thinking about you, not required, you can cut. But otherwise, when we say we are all one, whom are you cutting and what and can you cut? It is like I am just trying to cut one cell with the another, or the nucleus and the. I mean, it's nothing. Okay. So we saying, Kim, you're so positive to all our experiences. It is so nice to listen to your perspective. Yeah, thank you. In fact, I think this is a fault as well. Like I was yesterday sharing. Did I share about our body as a bookkeeper in this group or no? I shared that in Archangel Meditation, not in this group, right? Should I share? Let's extend a little bit because anyways, today is the last session of soul chanting in this one. But Jaideep is here. I'll just tell him here only. So Jaideep, we are planning to just create another group only in the same, but it is just for prayer for wholeness chanting. Because I have been doing the chanting of prayer for wholeness from 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Indian Standard Time. So only the people who are willing to just chant, they will just join. So I'll not bombard the announcement and all the groups. Only people who are interested in chanting, they will just join. We'll just come chant and go back. That's it. So for all of you here, I would just say till the time we start again, or all of you who are joining Joy and Healing, that's fantastic. But before Joy and Healing book start, whatever we have done over the period of 23 days, it has been more than I don't know, 2 months, 2 months or more than 2 months, right? So this journey, if you notice, we have tried different techniques to cater ourselves. So what I would suggest is please hold on to this silence first till you are really able to go in. Okay. Once you feel that, okay, the silence is somewhat sorted, I am not getting entangled, then maybe you can go back to the previous recordings and one by one try those processes that we have done. There are various different processes because we were trying to do seed thought meditation, but then the more I was coming across that, okay, this is a blockage, this is a blockage. So I was just changing my strategy so that we can just prepare ourselves so that one day we can do the seed thought the way it is supposed to be done. So there are a lot of processes that are very interesting and they're very helpful. But first, stick with the silence and stillness. Once you feel that you are becoming good at it, that means you are not having too much of trouble going in silence, not getting involved. You're able to observe, then go back to previous recordings one by one, and then just probably you can do the process. You can skip all the talks, just the process, and do journal. Okay, let me just read. You had something about breath the last time. I'm not telling that. Thank you for holding space, helping us. Only unauthorized, unwholesome, and illegal cards we could cut. Yeah. If possible, one other request later at last, please give short explanation. Why they generally not suggest to take bath after meditation? They say, see, when you are generally meditating, so for example, let's say when you are doing meditation on twin hearts, a lot of divine energy is coming in, you are projecting, your system is absorbing, cleansing. So when you wash, the water has a tendency to wash away. So that's why it is us. But the kind of things what we are doing, there is no external projection. There is no external projection. We are doing inner work. So whatever is happening, we are unfolding the flow from within. As if whatever we are kind of unleashing our essence. So when we do meditation, it is from outside coming in. What we are doing is from inside going out. So when inside is going out, what will you wash? How can you wash your own essence from you? That's why. But I share that if ever you have to, it's good if you can just wait a little while so that your system is more adjusted. But if you have to take shower, take warm water shower, because when the divine energy touches the physical body, whether it is from inside outside coming in, there is more kundalini energy that is generated. The body has more heat after the spiritual practices, no matter what you do. So do not give it a shock by cold water. Okay, related to yesterday, what I shared, in short, I will say it, but probably just go through the Archangel meditation session of yesterday. It was very beautiful wisdom. What understanding came is that we have that, like we all have the inner guide inside, the inner teacher. So let's say the Most High gave birth to all of us. We are His essence, and at the same time, there is an inner guide in each one of us. So when we go inward, we just get connected. But then, in simple words, you must have read or heard the word conscience, right? Conscience. Okay, this is the same conscience that make you feel guilty, that make you feel, oh my God, probably I should not have done that, that make you doubt. Is a conscience, right? Now, what is that conscious? That is that inner being, that inner consciousness inside that is always watching you. So as if a part of you is watching you, a part of me is watching me. So the moment I do something good, it is watching. I feel good. The moment I do something not good, it is watching and it is keeping a record. So the moment I do something not good, as the conscience say, okay, it produces some kind of negative emotion or thought. So let's say you did something not nice, little bit also, but then suddenly you notice that I don't know why I'm feeling little agitated or angry or irritated or sad. And the moment that little bit of negative emotion or thought arises, what the mind does is it has the tendency to provide, it goes back in the subconscious, pulls out everything that can support and add on to that negative, unwholesome emotions or thought. And then you just feel, oh my God, somehow I'm remembering all the past things, I'm being fearful of the future and blah, 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 blah. So the moment like the more you are able to uh, imbibe the prayer for wholeness, the more wholeness is there in you and the ability of being in silence and observation develops, you will pinpoint, okay, how come it all started? So let's say I was fine 1 hour ago and I am not fine from the past 15 minutes. What happened before 15 minutes? So only when what we are doing, we are able to do, we'll be able to pinpoint, oh God, I said this, I should not, or I did this, probably that's not a good thing to do. So the moment I recognize, I say, okay, I'm sorry. If another person is involved, either I message or say to the person, I'm sorry. And you will notice the moment you acknowledge your mistake, the primary emotion or thought that arose, which started with all the subsequent series of negative thoughts and emotions, they all drop. It came with a very interesting experience. I shared that in Archangel Meditation. I'll probably share the recording in the announcement. Go through that. Because what I'm saying now, it does not have that impact the way I shared it yesterday. It was very, very fresh. So we all have the bookkeeper inside us. So yeah. And in one of the understand, I mean, the work also that I do, I got to understand, all these autoimmune diseases that we have. What is an autoimmune? That means our body is attacking itself. Why is my body attacking myself? I got such a brilliant, brilliant experience and understanding. You all can scan. What I'm sharing is how much of accurate truth is there, okay? Because this is my understanding. So just listen to it and then just scan. So what my understanding is, how in pranic healing in the teachings of Master Chua, he always focuses on forgiveness. And what we understand, if there are two people with some kind of, let's say, loop going on between some unwholesome expressions, if one person forgive the other one, so let's say one person slapped another, another person slapped back, and this continued for multiple lifetimes until one person says, I think I'm done. I acknowledge that I must have also contributed, and it's all me. I understand the law of vibration, the law of karma, the law of cause and effect. I take responsibility. I must have done something because I'm there in the situation. So I am sorry and I forgive you. So what happens is when this happens, now this person is free, right? The person who forgives, seek forgiveness is free from the loop. So even if, let's say, somebody has done a lot of harm to me and my family, and I said, it's okay, I'm really sorry, and I forgive you, and I literally forgive, okay? What will happen to that person who is still undergoing causing harm? Maybe I forgive, maybe that person is not causing harm to me because the divine, the life protects you, right? But then that person does not learn the lesson. And I am not punishing anymore. The bookkeeper gets activated inside. Because till the time I am hitting you, you are hitting me. The bookkeeper is like, okay, tit for tat, good, you did this, that. The moment I stopped, the inner conscience, this keeper says, okay, you did not learn, let me teach you. You attack this being, I will attack you. So our system attack our own self. So in this world, in this life, the only one who can cause harm to you or to me is our self, own self. Sometimes we have different kind of karma. So how we say the law of vibration, if I have negative things, I will attract those kind of scenarios. And if I am not attracting scenario externally, for whatever reason, my system will create scenario attacking me till the time I learn. You can scan, by the way, if this part of our system attacking what Kim shared, how much of accurate truth it is. You can check the percentage. I have a 3-5-year-old child with autoimmune of blood. You gave me nice direction to work on this case. In this case, I'm asking the mother to do forgiveness. Yeah. Do forgiveness as well as, do more good. Do more good. When you do more good, you are supporting. My daughter was asking this, Mama, what happened? Like she was just asking, how come these beings are just just coming again and again, and what will happen to this person, and what will happen to this person, and because it is like they're not raising their consciousness, they're not upgrading their level of existence, so they are just stuck. And then the thing comes is that one is that I learn, so I'm no more causing any harm. But the other example that I gave to her, let's say, for example, if I was a person who must have physically harmed so many people, I have a lot of karma of physical injury. But this life, let's say if I become a doctor, and on top of it, I become a kind doctor, a generous doctor. So maybe a part of my good karma will take care of the negative. And if my negative is still too much more, I may still have some or the other problem, but I may not suffer. Are you getting me? Challenges may still come. I have literally seen, I was doing something one time like great clearings, of generations of different clients. And one of the generation, I think I could realize my entire back was paining big time. To an extent, I could not stand straight. Like I just had to walk like this. And all those people who were there with me, I was conducting all these sessions. So probably you must have, nobody knew. And only the person who can see me here. And I could just feel, no, I don't need. And my daughter and my mom was saying, Kim, why don't you take painkiller? I said, I know it is extreme, but I'm not feeling that much. I don't feel the need to have the painkiller. I'm understanding it is something is surfacing at the generational level, and it will clear up. It just extended for I think few days. It was difficult for me to walk, to stand. I literally had to hold and walk. So you will see me like this, but the moment I'll end the session, I would literally, like do like that. But I did not have to take painkiller because it was painful, but it was not at the same time. So I'm giving personal first hand experience that when you do a lot of good, you don't suffer. Maybe there are karmas where you still have to go through certain challenges, but you do not suffer. You feel happy and joyful. Your work does not stop. You still continue to do something or the other. I mean, life is good amidst all challenges. And I think that is why I'm doing what I'm doing to to bring more people into this awareness that we choose suffering. You know how people say that you cannot evolve, suffering teaches you? I understood. This is not our first life. We have the entire storage of suffering, of experiences, of all the millions and billions of lives that we have learned. I do not need to suffer again in this life to learn my lesson. That's why we have these kind of sessions and we have the studies. I don't need to suffer in this life. I have the wisdom and experience of suffering. I don't need it anymore. So what we are doing is that, and in one of the teachings, like the esoteric book I was reading, it was telling how the diseases that are happening, just because we are not learning and letting go, they are happening to ease out our karma. It is again the same thing. Because that karma is not there, our inner guide, inner conscious, the bookkeeper is making a space so that we can be free from it. So the more I'm learning this, the more I'm living better, the more I'm helping other people, inspiring them. It's, I don't suffer. Again, I will say it's not that the challenges are not there in my life. They are there and I'm still learning. I am not suffering. And I wish each one of you the same, that challenges are part because we are here not to chill, right? Enjoy, but we are here because something comes up, then we learn. Something happens, then we learn and we grow. But you can enjoy and you don't need to suffer, right? And I think probably that's why this year the first book study is Joy and Healing. I highly request everyone, please do join. It's going to be a beautiful one. If you have financial challenges, just talk to the team. You can pay in part. By the way, all those of you who already have the book, you don't need to pay. There is a different price if you already have the book for just the sessions. Recordings will be for lifetime. Like you can go through it again because that book is filled with process. Lot of exercises and techniques are there. So if you read and do it, I tried it myself. I just felt like, I wish somebody would be reading it for me and I could do the process. So I will do it with you, and then probably I'll do the session with listening to my own voice, and I'll do it again. It's a brilliant book. Can we do it with the recordings? Absolutely, you can do it with the recordings. That is why the recordings are there. That whenever you have time, and see, when you have recording, you know how long it is, right? So when you know how long it is, you can take out that time and when just tell that this time do not disturb me. And then just do it. And these recordings are for you to just keep and go through it any point of time. All the book study sessions, we never put off the recordings. They're always there. So even people are going through battling the forces. I sometimes get the comments. Some people are reading that and that. It's beautiful. Relationship, yeah, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Uh, I think, Jaideep, what is the amount for the recording and session without the book? It's I think 2,500 or something like that. Relationship challenges facing too much everywhere. So all those challenges and all, and by the way, we will continue with the prayer for wholeness chanting because that brings in a lot of internal shift. So you will notice as you are transforming within, it will also reflect and help in your relationship. Plus all these sessions that we do, how we say the love vibration, and how we also understood that once our light is lit, our candle lights all the other lights, right? It is the flame is the light of the soul. So once yours is shining bright, little by little, they will also get lit. So don't worry, it's fine. Yeah, it's 2499. If you already have the book, you can just do it. Okay, I'm much calmer since started silence. What's the book called? The book is called Joy and Healing. It's a very power pack, compact book. So yeah. Okay, so thank you so much everyone for joining in for this 2.5 journey or so. We will restart with Joy and Healing, I think on 13th of May. No, 13th of what is this? April. And the 6th of April, we will have a question and answer session on Joy and Healing. So in case someone has questions, I'll just be there. And all those who just want to be a part of chanting, we'll just create a separate group. You can join, and then that will be only chanting, and all of this will not be there. Okay. So these recordings of soul chanting have been there. Go through them. You will notice after clearing a lot, when you even listen to what has been shared before, it will have a very, very deep meaning and it can be much more helpful. So that's it from my side. Let's give thanks. Will we get the link? A link of how you advise someone. Oh yeah, these kind of sessions they help no. Uh, Only chanting? Yeah, we will create in the same you get the announcement right there only. You will see that the new group is created. I will put it in the announcement also. So you will know that there is. So yeah, all these things that we are doing, you can opt Sumi. You live in Singapore. I think Jaideep, we send outside also, outside India also. Yeah, we ship there. So you can contact Jaideep. I think Jaideep will just place again the registration links and all. Okay, let's give thanks to the Most High and the Holy Divine Supreme Mother. Thank you. Thank you to all the spiritual teachers and guides in righteousness. Thank you to our spiritual teacher. Thank you to all the beings connected with the prayer for wholeness, the beings chanting the prayer for wholeness. To all the beings of light, love, and power, we are very grateful. All the visible and invisible helpers, we are very grateful. All the great, great ones who are supporting us in our journey, of suffering less living. We are grateful. To the beings of resources, thank you, very grateful. The beings of technology, thank you, grateful. To our families, our loved ones, because of whom we are here. We are grateful, our bodies, our soul, we are very grateful. With deep gratitude, respect, and love, we thank everyone in full faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. It was a beautiful experience of this series with everyone. We will resume after joy and healing. And please do go back to the recording so that you're more prepared for seed thought meditation so we can build on. Thank you so much again. Thank you.